Hi, this is Jeannie Hall, and I am a creative inspiration coach. And I work with authors who are trying to reignite their creativity. And I try and help anyone who is trying to follow their dreams. So whether their creativity is being stifled or whether they're trying to just ignite it in the first place, I'm someone who is there to help people and guide them along the journey of discovering who they really are and help them do what they really want to do. And I came to this as someone who began to learn spiritual practices like the law of attraction and neuro-linguistic programming and other spiritual principles that helped me to change my life and help me become more of the person I want to be. And of course, this is always a journey for all of us. There's never a, we're there, right? There's never a, we're going to end up exactly where we want to be and get everything we want and then we're done. Life is a journey from start to finish that we're always on. So I have learned lots of principles that have helped me, and I want to share 3 tips on how to help you deal with negative emotions that may be impacting or even stifling your creativity and your ability to follow your own dreams. And I come to this as someone who has changed her life. I lost 50 pounds. I am in the transition from someone who works for a corporation to someone who is becoming my own self-employed person who helps other people instead, and just lots of changes in my life overall, fitness and health, and lots of positive changes because I found it much more meaningful and fulfilling to help people rather than just go and trade dollars for time. So I spend my time as much as possible helping people like you who want to make a change but can't seem to figure out how to do it. So today I'm sharing my 3 tips on getting rid of those negative emotions or being able to handle them in a more constructive and helpful way. And the first way to do this is to simply express and be willing to express those negative emotions in a safe and constructive way. So for example, if you're experiencing a lot of stress or a lot of tension, maybe you're experiencing anger, or maybe on the other end of the spectrum, maybe you're feeling sad and depressed and overwhelmed by your life. One of the ways that you can help deal with that emotion is to let yourself actually feel it. Don't stifle it. So I used to be someone who would avoid all of my emotions that were negative by eating. I would overeat everything all the time, every day. I would go to bed bloated and miserable and couldn't figure out why I was so overweight. And I didn't realize I was doing that, but I was. And maybe it's food for you too. Maybe it's alcohol. Maybe it's tobacco. Maybe it's drugs. I hope not, but it could be. Maybe it's something else. Maybe you are a workaholic. Maybe you exercise too much. There's any number of ways that we avoid our emotions. So whatever it may be for you, know that there's always a solution. If I can do it, anybody can. So one of the ways to do that is to be willing to express it. So if you're feeling sad, for example, be willing to really let yourself cry and let that emotion out. Maybe it's anger or stress that you're feeling. Be willing to take a bed pillow, no matter how weird it might look to others. Maybe you just go off by yourself for a while and in your own bedroom or something, and you just take that bed pillow and you punch the crap out of it, right? Be willing to express it. Maybe you go into your car or someplace out in the woods and you just scream at the top of your lungs and you just let it out. You release it and let it move through you so it is then out of you. Because then when a negative emotion comes back to you, you won't be afraid of it. You won't try and block it and stop it and say, no, I can't do this. You can. You will then know that you're strong enough and capable enough to handle that emotion without flipping out and without doing anything that might be harmful to yourself or anyone else, because it's just a negative emotion and you know how to deal with it now. So that is my first tip on how to do that. My second tip is an NLP or neuro-linguistic programming technique that's called disassociation. And what that is it means you become, instead of the person actually experiencing that emotion, you step kind of back out of yourself and you observe from another perspective. So like instead of being right here, you come over here and watch yourself. And by being over here and watching yourself, you can then realize, oh, that's happening to this person, but I'm over here. I'm safe. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm actually not in any pain or real danger. I'm okay. And by doing that, it's amazing how much more calm and peaceful you will be. And you'll realize, oh, well, I'm okay. So yes, my boss is yelling at me right now, but I don't have to react because it's not actually me it's happening to, because I'm over here, right? I'm not right here. I can distance myself a little bit and feel secure in knowing that I can deal with it in this way. And then once it happens, you can look back at it from that second point of view and know, oh, well, I dealt with it just fine. It's okay. And it kind of takes the sting and the sharpness and the intensity out of certain situations that might be really over the top, especially for those kind of situations where there's a lot of anger or a lot of frustration or a lot of tension and stress involved. Sometimes disassociation can help you to then pull back and say, no, I'm me, I'm okay, nothing can hurt me from where I am. And it can be very helpful. My third tip on dealing with a negative emotion is to basically feel it in your actual body and make a note of how it feels. So let's say you're experiencing a lot of tension and stress. Unfortunately, in today's society, that's kind of a thing. A lot of us feel that on a daily basis. So if this is happening to you and you're feeling a lot of stress, make note of where it is in your body. For me personally, it's like these muscles right in here, the upper shoulder and the neck. That's where I feel it. And my muscles get super tight and knotted and just kind of ache and hurt. So if that's you, make note of whatever it is that emotion is making you feel in your actual physical body. And look at it and say, okay, I'm feeling tense, which means my muscles in my neck and my shoulders are super tight. So I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to relax those muscles and realize that I'm okay. I'm just experiencing tension and stress right now, but I'm okay and I'm feeling it in the muscles in my body. So I'm going to do what I can to relax those muscles and tell myself I'm okay. Or maybe you're feeling fear. And everybody feels these emotions differently. If you're feeling fear, sometimes it's like a cold feeling, like in your solar plexus or in your stomach area. Or maybe you feel twitchy. Or maybe you have goosebumps, right? Or maybe you feel a tingle down your spine. Whatever your personal experience is. Maybe your feet feel numb. Everybody's different. Whatever that emotion is, though, you focus on, okay, this is how my body is reacting to this emotion right now. And by focusing on that and saying, okay, that's okay, I'm feeling it, my body is experiencing it, but that is all that's happening. I'm feeling this emotion, but I'm perfectly safe and I'm perfectly fine, and that feeling is going to go away. It's not actually hurting me right now. So being able to do that and kind of be aware of it, it changes how you experience the emotion, and it makes you much more confident on how you can deal with it in the future when it happens again, because we're living a human existence, it will happen again. But being able to cope and deal with those emotions and not block them and let them go through you and out of you is an amazing way to then not let fear stop you from taking the next step in your life. If you're trying to do something, if you're trying to write a book, let's say, or you're trying to take the next step in following your dream, a lot of times we'll let those negative emotions affect us and stop us from doing what we really want to do. So Don't let those negative emotions affect you. Just try those 3 tips. I hope they help you. I'd love for you to tell me if they do. And if you like this content, I would love for you to like my little Facebook page, which is a button right here on this video. So feel free to click that. Also, I also have a podcast that's completely free, and the link is in the description. I would love for you to become a subscriber. I release podcasts twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so lots of free content and good stuff for you if you like stuff like this, positivity, inspiration, and how to deal with bad things in your life and come out and be successful. Also, if you like this video and you want more one-on-one help, I also offer coaching packages, so check out that link as well. And I hope to see you on the other side. Take care and have a fabulous day.